Go on.
I think they should... I think they should change the way how the tower's working. I'm already tired of running like a white maps. Just to the tablet. They are completely useless and just time consuming. Nothing more. Nothing interesting in that.
I need more time.
Okay, I need to buy something. Okay, I probably should go for these two towers right now.
Not yet. A rare treasure.
I think with the quantity tablets I'm getting about 0.5 divine for each map. I actually want to count how many divines I'm dropping every day with that type of farming. I feel like we got like 30 maybe per day by just pure drops, and that feels amazing.
Die, scum!
I don't understand why they made Delirium more invulnerable for about 3 seconds after the spawn. They're just running into you and pushing into the wall, and you're dying without any chance of... without any chance to
Didn't
survive.
break a sweat.
This mechanic is also bad. I think we died here about 5 times already. Even though I can pause and just quit.
A rare treasure.
Never mind, dude. I don't want to eat him anymore.
Wild beast.
Also, yesterday I found a interesting way of using Blink without resorting to Spirit. By just simply putting it in weapon swap. So then I'm swapping weapon, I have a free Blink. Then I'm switching back to Spark, and it's automatically switching my weapon back. Hi bro, which do we should use without the
Victory
door?
is mine.
Probably the same. I've been using the same tree for like with or without Adorn, doesn't really
Garuka
matter.
favors me.
With Adorn swap, you're only changing your jewels, but not the tree. So, yeah. Yeah. I can show you the jewels what you should looking for, because I still have them in my inventory, I guess. And just a quick tip, if you don't have enough budget, you can make tree like that, rushing to lightning rod. However, by that you will lose a lot of defense, but some of my friends are using this type of tree right now and they're okay. But they've got about like a 3000 energy shield, but they're still not dying, so that's could be it. I tried to buy yours, posted without price. Yeah, that could be possible. I actually forgot to list them, or I'm just way too lazy to list them. I'm not sure how much does they worth right now though.
I must travel light.
What's the price each? I don't know, I need to price check first of all.
I must travel light.
Right now it might be difficult to find them with the good rolls, since Divine's worth 70 or more exalts. I just been sniping them since the start of the league and getting them for about like a 20 exalts and then just simply divining, but right now it's not possible anymore. Let's check. With any rolls, 3 divines. There's nothing close on the market, close to my rolls. I mean, I'm not sure how much. But it will probably be expensive. Okay, this one is actually bad. I'm wondering only about the 4-stat one like this one. This is also not bad, but with worse rolls. It's a shitty one. I mean, the best one I would probably is for about 8 exalts. I'm talking about where it was. Yeah, this one I would probably sell for 8 divines. I think this one too. I mean, sorry dude, but I'm not rushing. They will probably be expensive. But if you want, you can offer.
Go on.
That much, sorry. I think if you don't have a lot of currency, you should probably try and snipe them by life sourcing. I think you will be able to buy them for about 1 divine each. This is the way how I'm buying jewels or any other items by myself. Sometimes you're getting insane items by just low prices. For example, I got this helm for about 15 divines, and I don't think that any other helmet with close to 500 ES exists right now. Maybe they do, but they will cost I don't know how much. Maybe like a 50 divines or more. Especially with a with a 2 reses and intelligence. So I think items like that are extinct right now. You can't really buy them. Can I use this build without belt, or the build will be bad? Of course you can use it without a belt. I mean, you lose about 20% of your DPS and some rarity and reses. However, it still will be playable. Right now my friends are playing without this belt and they're okay. But probably without a belt you will be unable to took a shield, and you will not have enough rarity. I mean, not enough, but you will not have any rarity without it. The other option will be for you to take the rarity on the items, but they are extinct too, so yeah. I think I'm running out of maps. Okay, I actually have the last one. Use shield for defense, because I think focus pushes more DPS. The single purpose of this shield is to give me rarity. I don't care about other stats at all. 25 block is a nice addition, but nothing more. But just look. 3 to 1, I'm removing it 114. So it triples my rarity. And it's much easier to get it on the shield than on 2 rings, for example. I've been trying to run without Dream Fragment, but that wasn't a nice experience, especially in the high tier maps with 8 mods. I'm using rings 190 with this one, but shield would go more. Do you see difference with and without? I mean, if you want to use 2 rings with the rarity, you have to pick up this for nodes, for anti-freeze. Otherwise you'll stand in the freeze for a second and just die. I was trying to run like that with this setup, I guess. So with 2 rings with rarity I had more than 400, but I was dying sometimes, and the overall experience was not enjoyable because of the chills, freezes and everything else. And I ended up losing about 30% of my DPS and the same amount of defense, so that was not really enjoyable. How much paid for the shield? How much more currency you drop with it? If you're talking about this shield with rarity, I bought it for 19 divines, I guess. Yeah, about 19. But I think I already overvalued it. It feels like rarity boosts your currency drop rate massively, as well as some rares, so I would probably go for it if you have enough currency to buy it. But before swapping, you need to have a good gear, because otherwise you will lose a lot of clear speed and it will not worth it at all. It only depends on your gear.
Fall before me. Victory is mine.
Yes.
Okay, that actually might worth something. Okay, I'm hoping for some additional evasion, maybe? I'm not sure what changed though. Okay,
Yes.
rarity. I definitely should remove this amulet from this tab. Bots are constantly spamming me with shitty offers, like 10 exalts, 1 exalt, I won the belt first by 450 maps, 0 invite to kings. Man, you're very unlucky. However, I feel that they shadow nerfed the chance of getting the boss invitation. I think I got 0 in the past 2 days. But first week, I think the average for me was about 7 maps to get the invitation with all the passes allocated. But right now, I already ran about, let's say, 30 or 40 maps with ritual without a boss invitation. So they probably did something to the drop rate. Right now, I don't think that retail worth of farming anymore. And I also don't know what happened with the omens. Why they are instinct on the market. I'm talking about ones that removing suffixes or prefixes that just doesn't exist in the game.
Garukan favors me.
Actually, I wanted to try expedition instead of a ritual on my maps. Because right now I'm trying to farm 3 mechanics. I mean, from the tablet. One is eradication, second is a breach, and the fourth one is open question. So it could be ritual or expedition. Right now I'm thinking about it. The rituals by themselves drop like a 0 items. The only reward you're getting is from the shop. And if the shop is shadow nerfed, it's bad. Yeah. I get one for AD. All my
Victory is mine.
Yeah, man. I mean that's unlucky. May I ask you then you was farming it? Because at the start of the league, me and my friends all got at least one invitation, even though we didn't have any allocated passes for ritual. I think it's been fixed 3 days ago. So right now it's bad.
The speed.
That's actually not bad. I think it will sell for about 1 divine.
Go.
There is power in this object. I can feel it. I need more time.
Speak.
They definitely need to add back the the map tab. Those maps are taking way too much space in the stash. And it's not comfortable to manage them. So I've been selling them to a vendor, but then I realized that they worth about 2 divines each. So now I'm too greedy to just vendor them, and I'm collecting them instead. I think one day I will sell them all. Okay, so here how I'm buffing my maps. I'm looking for quantity. Only tier 15s. Then I will look for number of rare monsters. Why is it even highlighted though? Okay. Was it worth more? If he's offering 1 plus 40, it's definitely worth more. Okay, I'm not sure then. Okay, I'll just release it for 3. I'm not sure if it will sell though.
How can I help?
For ones who asked, this is my main thing where I'm getting profit by just simply flipping currency. So, yeah. But right now I think it's 50-50 between the farm and currency flips. Okay, let's add the maps. Okay, then I'm using Paranoia Orb to get 45% more rares. Not more, but increase, yeah. And the last step. Okay, only 1 break, I got lucky this time. But I would say it's not worth undoing unless you have a really strong build. Because sometimes you can get the full maps of the negative mods. Like this one for example. You're not getting rewarded for such difficulty. However, you're still getting a lot of waystones from this map, and if you're selling them, you're probably will get about like a 30 to 40 exiles per map by just selling maps.
Hey!
Yes.
I really hope that they will remove this tower. I mean, you should be able to just put the tablet in without running this map.
Didn't break a sweat. I can't do that yet. Willow de Mareke. I need more time.
Speak.
I was trying to buy this focus, however, it's full of prefixes and I thought it isn't, so I don't really want to buy it anymore. I was actually thinking of reselling.
Victory is mine. I need more time. Not yet.
Okay, I think I'm running out of tablets. These chests are not selling though. I tried to farm an arbiter and I ended up losing 2000 exiles. I would not recommend to try it. I think those guys who are typing 0 in the chat always offers like a 10 exiles for items that cost more than 10 divines. It just happens every time. I'll predict that he will offer me about from 10 to 50 exalts for the shield. Let's see.
Go on.
I actually forgot to took the passives back since I was farming Simulacrum. And on the Simulacrum you have to drop all of your passive because you had a higher chance to obtain the flask. And it's just stupid. 5 divines. I mean, that's low, but it's higher than I was expecting. But of course, no fella. How do I get this lightning passive tree? What do you mean by that?
Fall before me.
Are you talking about like a disascendancy or something else? Because I just don't understand your question.
Didn't break a sweat. I need more time. A rare treasure.
Brother, I saw that build yesterday from you, it's mind blowing. Kinda. It's turning PoE 2 into PoE 1, and that's what I like. I mean, the one in the skill tree is called Lightning Rod for non-critical. You're getting an anointment on your amulet by using delirium orbs. So to get the lightning rod you need to spend about like a 800 exiles at the moment. You have to buy Suffering and Double Isolation. I mean, it's expensive, but it's giving you about 33% more DPS, and it's totally worth it. At some point it will be your cheapest upgrade, and yeah. However, if you don't have enough exiles to buy it, you can change the tree, remove some points from there, drop some ES nodes, and you could just simply take it by this way and change the anointment for something else. It might be a good option for cheaper builds. So yeah. For example, my friends are running with that right now, and they are okay farming 15, some delirium in it. Why am I getting so much damage though on this map? There's a single extra fire mod, however I'm getting hit by like 2000 or 3000. Yes, per hit. You know, start playing the game as warrior only, 150 hours. Fuck warrior. Low 80, changing class yesterday and each day and night. I don't know where it feels slow right now at maps. I mean, melees were always hard to play in Path of Exile, and it isn't changed in Path of Exile 2. I think that only few builds exist that will feel amazing if you're playing melee. For example, a Flicker Strike in Path of Exile 1, but you have to invest in them a lot. I mean, at least like a 1-2 mirrors. Otherwise it will suck. Sure. But I still think that if you're a melee enjoyer, you can play it, since the game is not that fast anymore. And I think if you're a beginner, you should not rush for the meta. You just have to enjoy the game. And what the fuck, I'm getting perma-stunned. So if you're a beginner, just enjoy the game. Try the builds you want, and don't think about that someone's farping more than you. Just explore the game by yourself. That's my advice.
Hey.
Yes.
Okay, that will probably solve for a divine.
Yes.
Yeah, but also have it trying different classes, right? I mean, if you want to, yeah, why not? Then I only started playing Path of Exile. I think I've been creating about 3 characters for League. But then I got more experience in the game. I've been rushing only like a 2 or 1 build every league, but pushing it to the limits. I mean, like right now, I'm investing all of my currency into the build and just upgrading it. But right now I don't feel that it will make any sense for me to upgrade it longer, because I'm already killing everything and I'm not really dying on the maps. Maybe except the situations that I'm getting stuck in the mobs, especially against the skeletons with the shields. For some reason they have like 95% damage mitigation against the Spark, and they are definitely harder than some bosses. What mirrors means? I'm talking about this currency. It's the most expensive currency in Path of Exile. Right now I think it's worth about 220 divines. So by saying mirrors, I'm just saying the high budget. I mean, insanely high. Where find the ring? If you're talking about Dream Fragment, it's just a regular drop. You can get it anywhere, but it's rare. You might run for the year and you will not see it due to a rarity. Yeah, it's like a match, but yeah, it's tier 0 for sure. I remember that this ring was worthless in Path of Exile 1 and now it's overpowered because there's no sources of increased mana anymore besides like a few passive in the passive tree. I also think that you cannot be frozen stat. It might be even better than increased mana, since you don't have any anti-freeze flasks. Those charms are not working properly, in my opinion. What is a shield? Use. Right now I'm using this one for the rarity. But if you're farming bosses, you should probably swap to focus. I'll show you mine. But for the mapping, this is the best option by far. Because it gives you like 200 rarity. Where are you from, sir? I'm talking about these skeletons. Just look, I'm being stun locked by them, even though I have the passives against the stuns.
Garu Khan favors me.
Okay, there's actually a stun build up in this map. Now I got it, why I'm getting perma-stunned by mobs.
Does my family disgust you? They taste better than they look.
No, I'm not. But I'm Slavic though.
I'm carrying enough already.
What is it?
That maps are crazy. Yeah, they're kinda difficult. If I don't have 5 slots in Spark skill, that skill gem can I sacrifice? Let's see. It could be considered casting or inspiration. If you're able to sustain your mana cast, and with the 5 links, it will be easier for you. So I'll choose between these two. And if you have the 5 link, you should probably go for these nodes. To forget about the fork completely. And to have some additional clear. You'll probably need that since you have a 5 link.
What is it?
I mean, the gem swapping can depend on the situation or the type of content you're farming right now. Because, for example, in the simulacrum, I am changing considered casting to electrocute to be able to just stun monsters. Can you show me the shield again? Sure. Mahuk subtle machination, I think. Nice to see you, bro. Catch you later. Yeah, thank you for watching. Your gear is expensive for me. Yeah, my current version is not budget friendly at all. AC key points. If you're talking about the ascendancy points, I've got these 3. Of course, the mana stacking node, double shock, and extra exposure. And the belt is intuitive for ingenuity. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I actually corrupt one of those. I had 79 roll, but it turns out to be 40% roll. I just saw the Empyrean video where he was volleying some items and not breaking them. However, I tried to do it by myself. I destroyed my bout, I destroyed my body armor, and I destroyed my amulet. So I was really upset about that. I think I might have some unlucky account because I have about 80% of breaking the item, then I'm using the Val orb on it. And it happens every lake for the like 3 years.
Garukan favors me.
Actually, the number one thing I'm waiting is the never sync to braid updated version, so I can remove these non-tier rares. I'm a little bit tired from seeing them. And I'm not sure if there's currently a way of removing that from your filter completely. By the way, isn't the sound is too loud for you guys? I really need to hear your... Because for me it's okay, but I think it might be not for you. I hope I got 10 breaches on this map.
A rare treasure. I have no space for that.
I cannot sustain mana so good like you. I don't know why. I think it because you don't have the mana regen on one of your rings. It's essential if you don't have a dream fragment to have at least one mana regen on your ring. And also you can just take some nodes on the tree for the mana regen. I'm not doing that since I have enough mana to cast everything. However, in your case it can be different. I would recommend taking like these nodes probably. And also use the inspiration. As I remember we were talking about your 5 lane, so just put the inspiration in. Yeah, in the link. Because without it you can't really sustain your mana, just look. And I'm showing that with this shield. It's not giving like a plus level socket of gems. Just look what will happen if I will put my boss shield. So you'll be unable to sustain that amount of mana.
Go on.
The only way how we can sustain the mana without inspiration is probably this flask. But one time it will end and you will ending up dying on the boss. So I just prefer to use inspiration instead. Yeah, this flask is 60 div. I mean, you can just take the rings with mana regen. It will be fine. I don't think that This flask are necessary though, even in the end game. I'm using it so rarely, and actually I didn't bought it. I just dropped it by myself in the same lock room, so that's the single reason why I'm using it. Mana or life, please. Life. Okay, that's fine.
Speak.
Also, I want to say that don't be afraid to use an exalt on your rare items that you're picking up. Because sometimes you have the chance of hitting the good mod, and then you will sell the item for much more. For example, like this belt. Buying it for 1 diva. I need to do a price check on this wood. We might sell for more.
I can't do that yet.
By the way, I am really upset about the diviner price. The game was, and the economy was much more enjoyable than the divine was. 10 exalts, 3 exalts.
Die forgotten.
Right now exalts becoming worthless and you're not really getting much from the maps from just a pure currency drop.
I must travel light.
We need to drop some good rares to get some currency right now.
Garukan favors me.
Right, yeah, I think on average I'm getting about 0.75 exalt per map. Quantity. That's really, really nice. Yeah, now I understand why I'm getting so much currency in this map. Almost 400% of rarity. Quantity.
Not yet. Victory is mine. Not yet.
Okay, I think that I have to pick up some
Travel light.
wisdom scrolls. I will not have enough portals to loot everything here.
I must travel light.
It is Spark build? Yeah, it is. It's the exact same texture that was shown in the video. You really should remove some of the rare items from your filters. I mean, yeah, but I don't know how to do it without the filter blade. So I'm waiting for some streamer to drop the filter. But right now I'm just suffering from way too many rare shitty items on the floor. My damage is 8k. How I can build up same as you? I mean, you have to grind a lot.
Didn't break a sweat.
It's scale. Your build is scaling a lot with the currency you're investing in it.
I'm carrying enough
I
already.
started with about 11k DPS, but after that I just changed my whole setup completely. I've been swapping my passive tree and ended up with 300k plus DPS. So yeah, you have to grind a lot.
Yes.
Okay, now it's more interesting. Sorry, dude. Yeah, it's way too much shit underground. Can't really see the floor. And I'm even using my updated filter though, because on the previous one it would look like this. Also, I didn't know that the bridge
Beware,
splinters amount
treasure.
are scaling with the quantity. I mean, from the collapsed hands.
I'm carrying enough already.
Actually, I think that right now loot is overtuned. I liked the way how
I have
it
no
was
space
before
for
the
that.
first day patch. Then we were getting one rare per map. It was like a ruthless, but I enjoyed it quite a lot. Where I can find details on how were your jewels and gem supports. What do you mean how to wear your jewels and gem supports? I mean, I can show you my links. I'm using Control Destruction, Considerate Casting Inspiration, Arcane Tempo, and Acceleration. But if you have a lower budget, you should probably swap some gems. And the jewels I was using before switching to Adorned was like this one. Where are they? So just look for some cast speed and maximum energy shield on your jewels. Also the skill effect duration is nice.
Speak.
I think that they are not that expensive anymore. The 3 modded one could cost about, I don't know, maybe 30-40 X, which is not a lot right now.
Time is of the essence.
Okay, I almost forgot to take the wisdoms again. Do you know if rarity houses currency drops or just for unique items? It does. In this game, rarity also affects your currency drop.
A rare treasure.
I don't actually understand why they did that, because in Path of Exile 1 it was not working like that. You have to pick up quantity instead. And it just turns out that every single build needs rarity to farm, and I don't like that.
I'm carrying enough already.
They even removed the quantity from items in Path of Exile 1, but they returned to old quantity in Path of Exile 2, just named it a rarity. I'd prefer to stay in the like a maximum power build without getting any rarity, like we're doing right now in Path of Exile 1, where we're trying to farm tier 17 with some hard mods to just get more loot.
I'm carrying enough already.
I will probably spend about 30 minutes on the stream on this map. I'm just getting an absurd amount of loot because of the quantity on the map. And also that it spawned 10 wishes with that amount of quantity. That will take time.
I must travel light. Foul crawler! Victory is mine. I can't do that yet.
Second event from the map. Nice.
I must travel light. There is power in this object. I can feel it.
Also guys, if you're farming breaches, I would highly recommend you to allocate the slower breach passive,
I
which
must
make them
travel
slower.
light.
Because with that you can farm and kill all the rares in the breach in the maps with a battle layout. Like this one for example. Of course it will take you some time, but it's really worth it. For example, oops, I'm not dying. For example, without this passive, I definitely will not be able to kill all the rares since the map layout is bad. I'm wondering how rare our plus level of socketed level of all spell gems mods are. I haven't seen a single one. I mean, I'm talking about plus 5s.
I'm carrying enough already. A rare treasure. I have no space for that. I'm carrying enough already. Not yet. I have no space for that.
I probably should remove the catalyst from my filter. The worthless light right now, since everyone is farming breaches.
What is it? Go on.
A storied artifact.
I hope I'm not skipping some good items. I'm already tired looting this map. It's actually much
There is
harder
power
than it
in this
looks like.
object. I can feel it.
There's like so much trash on the ground.
Die, scum! Didn't break a sweat.
I think it already took me about 20 minutes to clear. And I'm not even in the half of the map.
I must travel right. Garukan favors. I can't do that yet.
Where are the mobs? Whoops.
Die, forgotten! I'm carrying enough already. A rare treasure.
I think I got only one portal. I think there still might be like a 3 breaches. I definitely will run out of my portals.
Sands have you. Garukan favors me.
Looked like this, reminding you, giving the flashbacks of the Ritual Week in Path of Exile 1, when we had a section that the rare monsters dropped 3 currency items, and the whole screen was on the whole screen was with the alteration orbs or some shit like that. Okay, there's no breaches. I found they ended up this map. And Risho is coming again. Also, I wonders why the level 20 gems are so rare. I haven't dropped a single one since the start of the league. Even though I'm running tier 15, tier 16 maps. Okay, let's go some chaos, isn't it? Hoping for mana. Okay, now it's break.
What is it? Go. Yes.
Hey, how can I help?
I'm sorry for managing that on the stream. It could be boring for you. It definitely boring for you. However, it's how I'm making most of my currency. Can you explain why fork is better than Pierce? It feels like the clear speed is better with a fork. Especially in the places like small breaches in the Mire map. But right now I'm not even using fork, I'm using chain instead. And using the actual DPS gem in my main link. And for the peers you have to go for 3 jewels. And this is a massive DPS loss. And you also have to take the pierce percent passive, this one. And you're ending up losing the lightning rod, so I don't think it's worth it. I've been running like that, but I don't like it.
Hey!
Yes.
But it can be different for you. I think it overall might be different because of the personal preference. You should test it by yourself. Which option is better for you? I don't understand why they removed the option of putting one type currency in your chest by just pressing one click. They added it recently in Path of Exile 1, but for some reason removed it completely from this game.
How can I help? Hello there.
Oh, I also need to sell these summons.
Hello. How can I help?
What am I missing here? Okay, they are not selling.
Hello.
Can you make a detailed guile in max roll? I think that it's not needed since you have a lot of other guys on max roll. The only difference is probably my passive tree. And also I don't want to post any guides on like a mobalytics or max roll because my current version is so expensive and it will show the fake efficiency of the build since only a small percentage of player will be able to build something like that. This is the main reason why I don't want to make any guides, and I only made the last video because guys asked for it in the comments, but I don't want to feel like a rage biter because, for example, some beginner will try to build my character and he will end up losing his money because it will feel much worse than in a showcase. I think that right now the biggest difference from other guiders is my tree, where I'm just picking up all the jewel sockets and that's it. However, I've been using this week for about a week, I'd say. And as I know, the streamers only respec into tree like this only recently, so yeah. I think the guide with the details already exists. So
Speak.
can I see support gems in the skill again? Yeah, sure. Control Destruction, Considerate Casting, Inspiration, Arcane Temple, Acceleration, Magnified Effect in Sigil of Power, Focused Curse. I don't know to try to pronounce that. Lighting Mastery, but it will only work if you have the Archmage of level 20, since it's giving you extra percent of extra lighting per 100 mana. Lightning Exposure, Conduition, and Sweep Away in the Orb of Storms. And there you don't need any rings. Bro, the Everlasting Gaze is so expensive. I mean, it's probably the cheapest item in the whole build. So I think it's worth about 5 divines with a 30% roll right now. They went up a lot. I remember buying this amulet for 30 exiles at the start. What do you add skill in the amulet? Lightning Rod. The passive right here. It's 33% more DPS for you. So same as additional link, let's say. I don't remember what the Riverside layout is. For she's a shitty map. By the way, let's check if I have enough splinters for Simulacrum. Yes, I do. Okay, we'll try as Simulacrum.
Go on.
Since I wanted to make a video
Time is
about
of
farming
the
it.
essence.
I think right now they are down in price, and the flask is holding the price. Yeah, it's 50 divines.
Yes. Go on.
Hello there.
By the way, for Simulacrum farming, you have to remove all the passives from the tree if you have them. There's better chances of getting the flask at the end if you're not having any points on your tree, since it's dropping from the level 80. By allocating some passives, you're only adding additional difficulty to Simulacrum, and making worse at drop pool at the last wave. So let's try it.
Hey.
Okay, here I have to swap one of my gems on my link to electrocute.
Something seems off, does it not?
want to swap my shield.
You've stood against so many horrors and survived. I think it's time to at last test your limits.
Victory is mine.
Now guys is the best time to ask any questions, since I'm not really involved in the gameplay, or I'm just simply pressing one button and not really looting anything. I remember how I suffered in the same Lacrum first time I tried it. I had like a 12,000 Spark DPS and that was awful.
This is only the beginning.
How to farm for the belt? I'm unlucky with Richo and made like 6x per 20 hours. You can try farming breaches and flipping currency in the Alba. And just buy it, don't try to drop it from the boss. It will end badly. Trust me. This boss is more like a gambling, but not the way how you're getting your belt. But I was lucky though, I dropped it from my first boss. Without a passive for breach? Yeah, of course. I think even without them you will be fine. I mean, it highly depends on your build and how much rarity you have. I'd say that for not strong build, this passive will be necessary, since you will be able to clear it kill the all rares in the breach. And I think almost any build will be able to kill the first Chayula boss. So, yeah, try it. And build was okay. So then, I think you can just allocate the passives and farm breaches. But this passive is must have. Not even for the bad builds. For any builds, since you're able to kill more mobs. You have it absolutely same. You mean the passive tree? I think that this might be the best tree for breaches. I tried this passive, but the magic monsters drops absolutely nothing. And this you're killing additionally like a 2 to 3 rares per breach. And it's much better on especially battle layout maps like Mire or something like that. And here it's okay. 50k DPS and 220. Not only 75 rarity. I mean, the 50k DPS is nice. It will be enough for any type of content, I'd say. 75 rarity is not a lot, but since you have a good clear speed, it's fine. Just spam more maps.
A rare treasure.
Actually, there is probably a bug with the CGO power. For some reason, it's blurring your screen while it's active. Firstly, I thought that I have some troubles with the graphic card or something, but no, it's just the scale.
Are you trying to cleanse yourself of me?
Victory is mine.
It will be interesting to see results of simulacrum farming from other streamers. Because if it hears about 10% of dropping flasks, it's really
There
worth
is
it to
power
farm.
in this object. I can
Especially if the simulacrum worth only 20 divines. So by just simply farming simulacrum you could got about let's say 60 divines per day or even more. And that's actually good.
You can't get rid of me, exile. I am you.
Desert fire. Didn't break a sweat.
Nothing you do matters.
Probably they should buff the loot, overall loot in the simulacrum.
Into the next
Because the
world.
only drop you're getting is the oils, and they are extremely rare. I think I only got one isolation, but I was quite lucky though. On average, without boss drop, you're getting about, I think, 10 exalts per simulacrum, which is just ridiculously low.
Garukan favors me.
Do you not wonder what tugs at the strings of fate? What stands as fine the abyss and
Stand
beckons
take you.
For some reason, bosses in Simulacrum dealing an insane amount of damage then appearing. And they also instantly jumping on you if you don't have any like a electrocute on them. I remember how I felt like at those simulacrums because of boss just appeared and I died instantly because of that.
Garukan favors me.
How much percent on the belt is good? I think you should look for at least 70% on the belt. Actually, it might be cheaper to buy the non-corrupted one and divine it by yourself. I'm not sure about the price of high rolled ones. Let's say if it's between like a 20 to 28 divines, like 8 divines different, I'd probably go for divine myself rather than overpaying. But of course you can get unlucky and just roll the shittiest rolls possible, like 5 times in a row. So it
Believe me, you will.
it depends if you're gambling addicted or no.
Break a sweat.
Okay, please flask.
So be it.
Okay, the helmet
Keep
is
your
worth flask.
precious sanity, my agent of chaos. You shall serve me whether you like it or not. I'm not going anywhere.
21D for 70%. How much does the normal one cost? I mean the non-corrupted with the shitty roll. I'll check that. 9 divines. Wait, what? I mean, if it costs 1 divine, I should probably go for divining myself. There is a really high chance of getting at least 70% if you use 10 divines on it. I'm quite surprised how cheap it is right now. I thought it still costs about like a 20 divines for any version.
Yes.
$20 non-corrupted. Then the trade macros is lying. Okay, then it's different. Just buy 70% for 21 leaf. You know, that's actually a good quiver. Besides low roll on lightning damage and life gain on hit. I don't know if Pierce is needed. for ball builds. But I think that might sell for something. I'm not sure if it will sell though.
Go on.
How can I help?
What is it?
Okay, I want to clear this area firstly, I guess. Okay, the key is escape. Your side, I actually could farm.
Back, creature! Victory is mine! I can't do that yet.
I'm starting thinking about switching to other build. I think that further upgrades for this build will cost me, I don't know, 100 divines, and it will probably not worth it. But I'm not sure which skill I want to play though.
Victory is mine! A rare treasure.
Oh, I actually forgot to switch my shield.
Not yet. I can't do that yet.
Yes.
Hello. Garukan favors me.
At one moment I will probably sell all of my catalysts. I probably have like a 500 each of them. And I hope they are not like a 10 catalysts per exhaust right now. I think they're at least worth something.
Didn't break a sweat. I need more time. I need more time.
How am I supposed to understand that?
There is power in this object. I can feel it.
By the way, this league I had one funny interaction with a Chinese guy who offered me a real crypto money for my divines. Like, right in the chat. I think they are kinda new in the game, so they're offering stuff like this.
Go on.
That's just weird to see. And actually, I remember this another guy who offered me to go to WeChat and speak about giving the customers to sell the currency. So they're just crazy. Actually, I think they will be banned only for just spamming this type of offers on the chat. Okay, 60% of rarity, I have to farm it. I wish GG fix how Dario is spawning. Who the hell is Dario?
A rare treasure.
Oh, you mean Delirium? I don't know, it's working the exact same way like it worked in Battlefield 1. I don't think that there's something need to be fixed. This content is working properly in my opinion. I'm more hoping that they will fix rituals in the small areas where you're unable to open them. Because I remember how I lost 2 boss invitations by this bug. I had 2 out of 3 rituals completed and I rolled 2 boss invitations. I hope they don't nerf Spark. I mean, there's not much to nerf about it, because it requires you to invest in the build for the high damage. It's not like lighting conduit at the moment right now. I saw some videos where guys were one-shotting the Arbiter, where one spell was hitting for like a 30 million of damage. And that needs to be nerfed, but not Spark.
Not yet. Didn't break a sweat.
Yeah, you can try to find this video on YouTube. Like try to search like Arbiter one shot or something like that. But I think it's only will work on the bosses, since you're not getting any defense in that build. So is the single purpose for this will be to one-shot bosses. I mean, this single boss right now without any mobs is probably Arbiter, worth of farming. And actually I'm not sure if it's worth or not, because then I tried, I ended up losing about 35 D-mines on Arbiter. The items were not selling, I was not getting any lucky drops from him. So, however, you can still play it. Give me my build, the cash level 5 around 3 to 5 minutes. On this game, you don't need a lot of damage actually. The mobs are thick. They're not overbuffed like in Path of Exile 1. Especially the white mobs are just don't have any life on them. But it's different on the skeletons though, with the shields. Well, they have like a 90% of damage mitigation. Sometimes they are even harder than a boss. Yesterday I was fighting with one rare skeleton with a shield. He had a mana siphon mod and the proximity shield. So I lost 3 portals to kill him. I had to just relock from the game to not die. He was much harder than any other boss in the game, trust me.
I need more time. There is power in this object. I can feel it.
Brother, can you turn down trade ping? It's louder than your mic. I thought that the sound is not being recorded from my browser. Yeah, sure. I'll turn off it completely. 1 second. I thought you were only able to hear the sounds from PoE, but not from the browser. I definitely do need to change the setting of the sound. I didn't test it, I just started the stream. So
I must travel light.
I will need to hear your opinion on that. What should I change in the sound?
Yes.
Fall before me. I can't do that yet.
I actually forgot to take back the passives of Delirium. It's actually surprising that they are walking on maps with Delirium orbs. It wasn't working like that previously.
Didn't break a sweat. A rare treasure.
What level are you? I'm 96. At one moment, I think I was top 40 on ladder. But then I started to testing some random things and ended up dying many times, so I lost all my experience. And right now it's so difficult to reach higher levels because you're getting about 1% per 2 map. I actually think they will change it though. Because right now you have to grind for 2 months, I'd say, for level 100. And that's just absurd amount of time you have to spend in the game. I probably need to buff it for about, I don't know, 80% or even more. But I'm talking about the high levels. I mean 94 and more. I still don't think I don't think that there's a single level 99 in the ladder, and the game is already started like 2 weeks ago. Well, just crazy. I think on level 99 you will get a 1% once per 15 maps maybe. And just imagine dying while on level 99. You're just losing the whole day of progress by one death. Even here, yesterday I didn't die a single time and I only got about 30% while I was farming almost the whole day without dying. And in this game you can get a random one shot, so it's not really enjoyable.
Garukan favors me.
Also, I'm thinking about adding normal ones to my filter so I can craft them using lightning essence, because right now the wand with a single +5 to lightning gems mod worth 5 divine orbs, and I think you'll get a few ones if you will craft, for example, the full quad tap of them.
Go
And I
on.
think that might worth your time. Okay, now we're Great Quiver, but here I would probably use Chaos Orbs to get some additional good modifiers. Whoop. Okay, the projectile speed. That's actually nice. Okay, I'm going to keep that.
Speak.
A new. Yes. Hey.
Yes.
Why the eradicated mod is not shown here? Is it a bug? But it's still working though. Because the area level is 81. No, it's actually 80. What's wrong with this map?
There is power in this object. I can feel it. Didn't break a sweat. I need more time. I need more time. Die once more. Sand take you. There is power in this object. I can feel it.
I think I might take a break about after this map. A little bit tired. Most of the time off stream I'm getting a breaks like every 20 minutes I guess. So almost after every single map. For me it's a little bit challenging to just sit for almost 2 hours. What DPS are you getting? Right now like this, but here's Amphibia on the map. The actual DPS numbers I will show you in the hideout.
Not yet.
But right now I'm on MF setup, so I'm losing about 40% of the DPS by replacing my shield.
Not yet. I can't do that yet. Away with you!
Map was quite bad in terms of loot though. So, about the DPS. Let me play Sigil. Spam a little bit. Yeah, so I got almost 200 in the MF setup with 330 rarity. And if I'm changing my shield to focus, I'm getting yeah, 310,000 DPS. So it's the actual DPS on bosses where you need to burst them to just skip the phases and kill them instantly.
Yes.
However, right now I'd say that 50k DPS on Spark is enough for killing everything you want. Even the Arbiter with all difficulty passives. But you have to dodge some attacks for sure. Will he offer me again one divine? No. Okay, here I need to remove the Thorns mod and get some energy shield instead. Boom. Okay, this is fucked now.
Go on.
Hello.
These are the skeletons I was talking about. And for some reason they're also stunning you. Even through the anti-stun nodes.
Wild beast. I need more time. Not yet. Not yet. Victory is mine. Erase. Not yet. Die, forgotten! I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Why does the layouts like this one exist? I mean, there's just a corner with no path to anything. At those moments, I'm feeling that I'm just spending time by running a marathon. This map layout is not readable. It's absolutely terrible.
Swine!
I mean, what the developers were expecting from that? Here's no way to just run through the map. Because you have to go here, and then you'll have to get here to kill everything. And there is no like a connection path or something. So I have to backtrack a lot for no reason.
Garu Khan
I mean, just
favors me.
at least add the connector here, so I can access through.
I can't do that yet. I need more time. Victory is mine.
Actually, what the hell is this map? It's first time that I'm seeing this layout in this map. I'll probably try to avoid that in the future. The map is actually so big, it's probably the biggest I've ever seen. And there's no actual monsters. There's zero pack size, you're just running on the fields.
Sans have you.
I mean, I like the fact that the maps are huge, but this one isn't just on another level. What the hell is this? I need like 3 minutes to just run through without even killing monsters. Finally, it's finished. I think there could be another path, and there. I have never seen anything like this before. Okay, Bloodwood. I would definitely notice this and never run it again. Right, guys, I will probably go to rest. I really appreciate your support under the last video. I was not expecting anything like this. I mean, the high amount of views and level of support. I'll probably stream more in the future. So please follow to this channel if you like the content. And good luck to you.